Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. My name is Maria. If you guys are following me on my Facebook group page, then perhaps you already saw how I decorated my kitchen. Well, I felt like I was missing a cake, so this is what I'm going to be sharing with you and how I made a cake for Easter for my kitchen decoration. The first thing I did to make my cake was to add the frosting, and that is just mixing in some paint with some lightweight spackle. If you see the edge, that really doesn't bother me because I am going to be covering that up with some icing. But before I added the icing, I wanted to make sure that the spackle was completely dry, and also I wanted to make sure that the icing was completely dry as well before I added the sprinkles, because knowing me how clumsy I am, I would have touched it and just smeared it. So I wanted to make sure that both were completely dry. Okay, so now it's time to make the icing. So what I did was add some white caulking and some paint, and I chose to go with pink parfait. I mixed those two in together, and keep in mind that the more paint you add, the darker your icing is going to be, and then vice versa. So once I had my icing all made, I added in a icing bag, and I cut the tip of the bag. Also keep in mind that the bigger the cut, the more you're going to get when you start squeezing the icing out. So what you want to do is that you want to do like a test. Just cut a little bit off and then go from there, because if you cut a big piece and then when you go to squeeze your icing, you might get a lot, and maybe that's something you don't want. So just do a pre-test before you start decorating your piece. I wanted my cake to have like a dripping icing, I guess. And so I just went ahead and just started going all the way around, and then I would go down and up and what have you, and I started getting that design where it was the icing is dripping on the top, because I didn't care for the inside if it's full of icing, because that is going to actually be covered with something else. I just went ahead and just did the edge, and then I went in with a spatula and just smeared that or lined that up. Not smeared it, I went ahead and cleaned that up. Once I had all of my icing done in there, and then I let it dry overnight, because again, I am clumsy somewhat, and so I just don't want to touch it and smeared it. When I came back the next day, I did see that the icing had like almost a dull color. So what I did was add some glossy varnish, and that gave it that shine and making it look more realistic. So I actually love that, how it looks. So now that I have that icing, I'm gonna go in and add my sprinkles. I chose to use Mod Podge around. I don't know if I would use Mod Podge when it comes to this again. Perhaps I'll use something stronger, because I felt like it wasn't holding, and I just had to keep going back and forth and adding my sprinkles. But maybe for you guys it does work, I don't know, but I felt like for me it wasn't really working. It did held it, but I just had to keep going back and forth. Maybe I was just not being patient enough when it came to that. I want to take this moment to welcome all of my new subscribers. Thank you so much, guys, for helping me try to reach my goal. Also, I want to continue to say thank you to those who have been following me from the beginning, and for your lovely comments. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, I really hope you consider subscribing so my channel can grow as well. And don't forget to hit the like button, because that actually does help me, with my channel growing. So with all of that being said, guys, thank you so much, and I'm wishing every single one of you, if I don't get to chat with you later, a happy and safe Easter. Now that the sprinkles are all on my cake, it's time to add some more frosting. And I'm going to be using the tip number 6B. And I'm going to do is add some flowers going all the way around. And these are the 4 colors that I chose to go with. And I believe they are the light pink, real yellow, mint, and then sky blue or blue sky. And as you can see, the reason why I'm doing this because I want to make sure that they're distant part enough, you know, where I can make sure that all 4 will go in together. And I did not realize, guys, I'm giving you a heads up, that I was recording when I did the pink and the yellow, but for whatever reason I thought I was recording when I added the green and the blue, but unfortunately I did not, so I apologize for that. So here is how they look. I'm really loving these colors. So now I'm going to be adding more sprinkles and some bunnies. I saw these bunnies and to me I felt like they were a little bit too small. Plus I did not have enough time to make bigger bunnies, so I just chose to go with something else. And I came across some foam bunnies that I had from the Dollar Tree, so I chose to use those instead. All I did here was just they came on a stick actually, and so I just cut that off with some what do you call those, wire pliers, and then I just added some glue on there, and that was it. I am all done. So if you guys are following me on my Facebook, go over there, check out how I decorated with this piece. I would really love for you to leave me a comment as well at the bottom of this video, in the comment section. You know, let me know what y'all think. I really love how this came out. So my friends, if you have noticed, this is also the end of the video. I want to thank each and every one of you for always you know, coming in here and then giving me a nice comment, giving me a thumbs up. Also for all of my new subscribers, thank you so much guys for subscribing to my channel. It really means a lot to me. And until the next time, my friends, stay safe, be kind, bye.